Oddworld Inhabitants have announced that Oddworld Stranger's Wrath HD is coming to current PlayStation and Xbox consoles. So I'm guessing that's, what's it, the Xbox Series X I think it's called, and the PlayStation 5. I'm sure I read somewhere it was PlayStation 4 and Xbox One as well, but now I can't seem to find anything about that, so maybe I just imagined that. It'd be good to get it on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One though, so I don't know if that's what they mean by current consoles, hopefully. I'm sure I read something about that, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, but this is a really good sign. It's a good sign that they're back to re-releasing the old games like they were a decade ago. You know, I always wondered, you know, they released it on the PS3 or these HD remakes, whatever, but then they didn't release it on the PS4, and I always wondered why that was, and so it's really good that hopefully that's what's happening, that they're now getting back up to date, re-releasing the old games on the current consoles that have since come out. Hopefully. It says in this article here, well, first it says the HD version of the classic combines 12 hours of story time plus 5 additional hours of side missions. What's this 5 additional hours of side missions? What side missions? I don't remember side missions in Stranger's Wrath, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. Anyway, it says it has dramatically improved audio, improved shadow maps, and full 4K graphics at 60 FPS, which is really interesting. So hopefully this is a good sign, because if they've done this with Stranger's Wrath and they're releasing it on current PlayStation, Xbox consoles, hopefully they'll do the same with Munch HD. I don't see why not. If they're doing it with Stranger's Wrath HD, surely they do it with Munch's Oddysee HD. And secondly, they also released the Abe's Oddysee and Abe's Exodus on the PS3 back in the day, a decade ago. So it makes me think, maybe they'll release that on the current consoles as well. I'd really like that. I just think the more consoles that the classic Oddworld games are on, the better, and of course the new ones. You know, it's new and tasty on a PS5. I don't know, but if it isn't, they ought to do that as well if they can. Don't know how easy it is to convert games to different consoles. I think it's quite difficult. Otherwise, they probably would have done it by now. But yeah, but it's good that they're at least making. Well, they've made Stranger's Wrath HD for the current PlayStation Xbox console, so that's really good news, I think. Anyway, Oddworld Inhabitants were hinting about it for like days in advance. I always wonder about, like, obviously hint at it. Look at this. It's like, I wonder about that. Like, why is it that companies are allowed to hint so obviously at something to the point of practically confirming it without confirming it? It's like, I wonder what the point of that is. I guess it's legal issues or something. It's really strange. But yeah, so that's really good news, I think. Hopefully we'll get more of the classic Oddworld games on the current consoles, because they really deserve it, I think.